Hey guys, what is up and how is it going? Awesome Boss Nation. It's the awesomest, it's the bossomest, it's the awesomest boss here. But for today's video, you can be calling me Professor Awesomest Boss because I am going to be teaching you some gamer slang. So, you want to be a gamer. Well, you're not alone. But before you can really be a gamer, you need to be able to talk like a gamer. So that's what today's video is all about. Here is some gamer slang for today's video. GG, that means good game. So after you finish a game, you'll say good game to your competitors. Whether or not it was a good game, you should still say this. It is a way to avoid being seen as toxic. And toxic is when you are really rude. It's basically bad sportsmanship of gaming. Noob, that means basically is calling someone bad at a game. If you call them noob, it just means that they're bad at the game. So let's say you're playing Fortnite and someone tries to ramp push an enemy's base, but they only do one layer of ramp, so their ramp's easily broken and then they fall to their death. You would call them a noob. Fortnite is our other slang for today. It is right now one of the world's most popular games. Console pleb, CONSOLEPLEB. That's another slang that I forgot to put on this list though. It basically, pleb is another word for noob, and then console, that means like you kind of console them, you make them feel better for being a noob. Like it's like, hey, you're not always going to be so bad at this game, you can get better, don't feel bad. Gamer fuel, now this comes in two forms. Liquid gamer fuel, or the drink of gamer fuel, is a nice cold can of Mountain Dew. There's also food gamer fuel, which is just a bag of Doritos, generally nacho Doritos. Also, flaming hot Cheetos are another form of gamer fuel. FPS, now this is a bit more complicated. We need to have a bit of a history lesson here, so we'll view that on the next slide. FPS expanded history. FPS first became into use when the Call of Duty franchise came out. It formally stands for first-person shooter, which is the genre that the Call of Duty games are and the genre that they invented. But it became more popular once like Twitch streaming came out. People say, you might hear someone like Tifu say, my FPS is so bad. It's sort of a measurement of how good you're doing, like your first person shooter levels. It's even expanded into so many games that aren't first person shooters. Like Fortnite would be a third person battle royale, but you can still hear him say, my FPS is like 10 after he gets completely ruined. He'll say, it's not my fault, my FPS is 10, which I don't really get, because your FPS, you control that, like just play better and then you'll get a higher FPS, whatever. But yeah, so for FPS means first person shooter, and also now kind of means how good you are doing at a game at a certain point in time. Different games will calculate that differently. Where is thanks. And just so you know, this all will be on the midterm and final. And thank you for watching.